Hi everyone, thanks so much for tuning in again. Today we have Shaun Attwood and his partner in crime, literally, Wild Man. So basically I went on Shaun and Wildman's post, can I say, is it both your podcasts?
True Crime Podcast.
Yeah. Which will be all below this if you want to check it out. Do check it out because, well, as you're going to find out, there's some amazing stories and they have some amazing people on, including myself. So tell us like where everything started, like from a young, obviously it's from a very young age, and tell us all about yourselves.
It started in Widnes where we were born, this little chemical manufacturing town, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
And he went to a different school from me. I was a bit more studious. And Peter was a bit wild.
I got expelled at like 13.
What for?
Putting a teacher in the bin.
Pardon?
I put a teacher in the bin. What it was, he kept on like sort of picking on me, and as I was coming out of where you get your food,
Yeah.
I was coming out of there, and he stood right near the bins and he's having a cigarette, and he called me over, and he said, "You haven't got your tie done properly and all that." And I thought to myself, "I'm gonna have you." So I just like, they have them like big industrial bins where they put all the slop. So I just threw him in it. I got suspended indefinitely for that. And then they had a private tutor from 9 o'clock to 11. I just did English and math. And then I could go home. And then I ended up going to all the other schools around me and getting into fights and stuff. So I actually got expelled. So I left school would have been the 4th year.
Right. So what age was that? That's like 14, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about
His
you,
oldest
Shaun?
brother was the head of our little street gang called the Sweats. We'd watched
The Sweats? Sounds nice.
We'd watched a lot of American street gang movies like The Warriors and The Wanderers. So we were the Sweats. And he wouldn't let Peter join the gang, and he picked on him.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I eventually splintered off from them and hung out with Peter.
Right.
And then we formed our own alliance.
Just you two?
Yes.
So this is like from a really, really young age, and now you.
Oh yeah, we were tight from kids.
Still,
yeah.
Oh, I love that. So let's get to it. Where did it was stocks and shares, weren't it?
Well, I started following the stock market when I was 14, and
Yeah.
my teacher was like explaining the Financial Times, all that stuff. 16, I asked my mum and dad for some money to invest because Maggie Thatcher was privatising these companies, and they told me to bugger off because they were Labour supporters. And they were like, "We're not Tories like your nan. Who do you think we're asking us for money for Margaret bloody Thatcher?" So I thought, all right, my nan. Hit my nan up. She gave me 50 quid, doubled it right away in BT shares, and that was it. I was hooked. At the top of our town, there's a quarry called on Peck's Hill, and there's a tree overlooking this quarry. So me and Peter and his cousin Hammy would go up this tree, and we called it the thinking tree. And we'd sit there, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to America, make $1 million in the stock market, fly you guys over. And that's what happened.
Amazing. And all this stemmed from a thinking tree.
Yeah.
The thinking tree.
Peck's Hill became famous many years ago. Remember Brookside?
Yeah.
That's where Barry Grant did all these like gangsterish things up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like the really posh houses up there.
So a lot's gone on there then.
Yeah. It's a big quarry. And at one time it was just full of water.
Right.
There was always like robbed cars and people getting through in there and stuff.
You were throwing people in there.
Not me personally, no. I plead the fifth.
So you're what age now when you're talking about this? You're still in your teens, are you?
Yeah, I'd be 20 now.
20?
Yeah. Because I went to prison when I was 21.
Right. What was that for?
Street robbery.
Right.
And I did 2.5. And I got out. And Shaun said, look, do you want to come over? Because you just got to... Oh, that was it. I'd been out 6 months. And I got caught up with a GBH. And broke the guy's jaw, put him in hospital for a while. So I was up for Crown Court, and Shaun said, "Do you want to come over? Because you're just going to get sent down again." So I did a flight. I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll come over to stay out of trouble." Famous last words.
When you're saying flying, so is this when you're in Arizona, is it?
So I went to Arizona in 1991.
Right.
I'm working as a stockbroker, glorified telesales.
Your family lived there as well, didn't you? You had aunties in Arizona, is
Yeah,
that
aunts
right?
and uncles. That's how I went out there. Like my aunt, when I was a kid, when I was 16 actually, she changed my date of birth in my passport so I could go nightclubbing in Arizona. So I was 21.
What a sick auntie.
And then
My aunties are so shit.
and then she's introducing me to all these beautiful American women as Paul McCartney's nephew.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Go on.
So can you imagine the effect that had on me coming from Widnes, Arizona, plane landing, swimming pools in all the backyards, sun's out, they hear the English accent, they roll out the red carpet.
They're a bit thick, the Yanks. They think, "Do you know the royal family? Do you know such a person? I met him once called Bob."
Have you had tea and crumpets with the Spice Girls? In prison later on, guards and prisoners, some, asked me, what language do they speak in England?
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I was dazzled by Arizona coming from Widnes, like this sunny place where they hear the English accent and you're in. And
in your element, wouldn't you?
I'm thinking, right, when I finish uni, I want to come out here and get some of this. So
what were you doing at uni?
Did business studies at Liverpool Uni.
Right, okay.
And that was our primary raving days in Liverpool and Manchester, was like late 80s to 91.
Right, tell us about the raving days. That's what we want to hear about as well.
In the beginning, me and Peter were just driving around Liverpool. And what was that one we went to?
At first, we went up there and we were shirt and tied up. We used to go raves at first. We used
Mr. Smith's in Warrington.
We used to go Mr. Smith's in Warrington, and then in Liverpool, Coconut Grove in Toxteth, and then we used to go to Grab a Granny, didn't we?
What was it called, that one? Grafton.
To Grafton. So we started off going places like that, and then we were going home, and we went past the warehouse in Beaumont Street, and we heard this music. So we went to see what it was, and it was basically, there's two big black guys, and they had that Tesco carrier bag or an Asda bag, and you put a tenner in it, and you'd go in, and it was an old scrapyard, but they were doing like a rave, an illegal rave. So we were there, and we didn't have no drugs or anything. We thought, we like this, we're going to come back here again. And it got cut short because the police come and set the dogs on us, but everyone got off. But the next week, we got some new clothes. We looked a bit shady, really, in suits, you know what I mean? We looked like coppers.
Why did you go? Why were you at a raving? Oh, no, you didn't plan to go to a
It
raving.
was just starting, right? And everyone before the scene, you had to line up with your shirt and tie on or whatever suit, and the bouncers would come out, and maybe they'd let you in, maybe they wouldn't. And the young people got sick of it and just started breaking into warehouses and wearing what the hell they wanted. That's how it
I'm
started.
just trying to picture you two in a suit in a rave.
But the first clubs we went were Thunderdome and Conspiracy in Manchester, weren't they?
Conspiracy, yeah.
Oh, I've never even heard of them.
And Soundgarden.
Showing your age now, boys. I've never heard
Thunderdome
of
was
them.
on Oldham Road.
Right.
Dodgy as hell, wasn't it? A lot of
very
big Salford crew in
So
there.
what music was that now? Was that like heavy like techno and stuff like that?
No, it was acid house, and it was like
oh yeah, it'd been
had the
acid
lyrics.
house,
So can you
Nice
remember?
woman's voice, like sunshine on a rainy day.
Yeah.
That type of music.
yeah. Right.
I'll house you, all that stuff.
So when did you get into? Obviously, we'll get to the other bits in a bit, but so were you obviously taking pills and stuff when you started going to raves and things like that?
Yeah, we first took, I mean, we were like that, shall we or shan't we? We met the local dealer, they're just outside. And at the time, they were like £25. They were like big brown disco biscuits. And we had one, and we thought, oh, it's brilliant, that. Your head's just like that, you start bobbing, and all your hair stand up. And you went, oh yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
So you've started obviously dabbling in like taking stuff and whatever. When did you kind of then get into the whole industry of
Well, that
like,
took a long
selling
time
and
because I
stuff?
was working as a stockbroker for like 5 to 7 years.
Right.
Peter was in England for that period of time.
I was selling weed and speed.
Weed and speed.
And I'm thinking, right, if we get into Arizona, he can come out here and be a wrestler.
Right.
I was a bit idealistic. So
Where
I got
did-
him a flat right next to the George and Dragon British pub in central Phoenix,
Right.
thinking he'll just go in and have a bevy with the fellas from England,
Yeah.
the expats.
Yeah.
Get him a job as a wrestler and we'll live happily ever after.
Right. And what happened then?
Me and my bird show up at the flat a couple of weeks or months into it, and we knock on the door, and a bunch of Mexicans answer the door. And I say, "Where's Peter?" And they're like, "What?" I said, "Where's Peter? He lives here." They go, "Pizza?" No one, we don't want pizza. "No, Peter, he lives here." And then they all just pull guns out. And the Colombian guy, who's the boss, who's a crack dealer, comes out. He's got his gun out. They're like, who are you looking for?
Oh
And we're backpedaling across the street thinking we're about to get shot. Peter walks over the road, smiling, goes, "Oh, don't worry about them, la. That's the local Colombian crack lord. And they're these Mexican salesmen. And I've rented my apartment out to them because they like to move around a lot and they're buzzing because I can smoke $100 crack rock in one breath."
What the hell? So go on. You've ended up with, what were they like? The local like crack like.
Yeah, so they're the local dealers round there, and you'd see cars pull up and they'd pick up and all that. And I got talking to them. They really liked my accent. And they were saying they're looking for somewhere to stay. And I said, well, yeah, I'll show you the place. So I showed them where I was at. And they said, "Yo, we'll take it, whatever you want." So I went over the road to like a guy that I'd met. And I said, "Listen, is it all right if I stay with you for a couple of weeks? I said, I'll sort you out with some crack and some crystal." He said, "Oh, yeah, but yeah, you're welcome, English, you're welcome." Well, he used to call me also at the time, it means Burr. So go over there, and I went over, arranged the price with him. It was basically as much crack as I wanted and $100 a week. So I thought, I'll rent it. I'll sub it to these. I forgot to tell Shaun.
Like you do.
Yeah, I just nearly get shot.
I didn't think he'd mind, like, you know what I mean? I thought you'd think, oh, it's enterprising, really.